Surah Muhammad, which is chapter 47. It's the last verse in Surah Muhammad, verse 38. You don't remember the verse? It's the last verse. Ayah number 38. Hear what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. And let us look into our hearts and see if we have this disease. Allah says here, it's a pretty long ayah, so I'm just going to rush through it. And the hadith is a pretty long hadith. I'm just going to rush through it, but at least we got the points. Allah is saying, subhanallah, you got to get this at the points. Ha antum ha'ulai tud'auna litunfiqu fi sabilillah. Point 1. He says, when you are called upon, meaning us, when we are called upon to spend in the path of Allah, you know, people don't like to hear this, because that's a disease. Ye bhi bimari hai. Ye bada bimari hai. Maybe this is one of the worst diseases Muslims have today. If you hear of some things selling in China, you know, the Prophet ﷺ spoke about seek knowledge if it means going to China. Those were the days, the people, if they had to seek knowledge, he meant if you have to go to China to seek knowledge, go seek it. People don't even go to their masjid, an Islamic institute in their own village to seek knowledge. They're going to go to China? Huh? See how opposite we are? But listen. You ask some businessmen, how many of them have been to China for business? Most of them have been there who in that business. I don't mean little chota motor business, little things here and there. You hear the product is selling cheap in China. It doesn't matter how much you would spend to go to China, to bring a container of things, because it's money. It's not hadith and Quran. Our Prophet says even if it means to go to China to seek a hadith or learn, which meant that you should make the effort to go and learn the deen of Islam, even if it means going so far, the disease in our hearts got us so corrupted, we will not even go to the Darul Uloom, the Islamic Institute, the masjid to learn the Quran, which may be walking distance from our homes. To all our people who are listening live on Alhikmat TV and YouTube and Facebook, but we will book a ticket and spend $2,000, and for some country that's $10,000 and $15,000 to go to China to make $1. Isn't that a reality, brother Irfan Sahib? Yeah, well, from Pakistan and India, it's cheaper. But in comparison to the people in Pakistan and India and Bangladesh not going to the Darul Uloom next door, but they can go to China to do business. That's the disease, because the disease is all about the dunya, not the deen and the akhirah. And then Allah says here now, and when He calls upon us, these businessmen and these wealthy people and these people who are blessed with means, this is the Quran, this is not my opinion. He says, and when you are called to spend in the path of Allah, لِتُنْفِقُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ فَمِنْكُمْ مَنْ يَبْخَلْ. You know what is yabkhal? What is yabkhal? Yabkhal comes from an Arabic word, bakhala. You know, in Urdu, what do you call a person who is stingy? Kanjus, na? And what do you call them in Arabic? Bakhil. A miser. A stingy person. I am not saying that, so don't say Shaikh Shafayat said that. Allah is saying, and when we are called upon to spend in the path of Allah, fi sabilillah, Allah says He knows that from amongst us there are those who are stingy. فَمِنْكُمْ مَنْ يَبْخَلْ, that from amongst us there are those who are misers. We are stingy. We are kanjus. We only think of how to back squeeze. We don't, when it comes to giving, you can book a ticket and go to China to make money, to go to anywhere in the world and invest the millions. But when it comes to spending in the path of Allah, we think how we can spend the least. And then we start thinking how much we have already spent. I have already shared that with you and myself. A lot of us say, well, I've already given $100 to Darul, $1,000 to Darul, to that masjid, to this poor person, to this student. I don't need to give again. Well, listen, it's very simple maths. Allah can say, well, I don't need to give you again. Doesn't that make sense, Hafiz Maher? If you say, well, Allah, I already spent. Allah said, okay, I already spent on you too. No more money for you. Would we like that? I wouldn't make your business grow. I wouldn't multiply your success. I'll stop you right there. If you think you have given enough, well, I have given you more than enough. You got millions, you're a millionaire. But you only spent a couple thousand in the path of Allah, and you think you have given enough? Who has given enough? Allah has given us millions, and we have spent thousands.